Hey everybody, this is Darryl Fat and 50 Narbe. Thank you for joining me today on the video, watching the video. I am in the abandoned dressing room of an old Sears store. It has been taken over in the last couple of years by a place called Ultimate Athletics, Martial Arts and Fitness Center, where they have sponsor an MMA team, a boxing team, I believe wrestling, and powerlifting team, things like that. And they have an open gym where guys like me can come and work out and use their equipment and things like that. Heavy bags, speed bags, wrestling mats, free weights, aerobic equipment, kettlebells, all that kind of stuff. All right. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, thank you for being a subscriber. If you're a first-time watcher, this chronicles my journey of weight loss. I started January 4th, 2016. I just recently celebrated my one-year anniversary only a few days ago, and I have lost a total of 113 pounds. I use the drug phentermine as a weight loss suppressant, and I was going to do a video specifically addressing the group that I'm an ambassador of on Facebook, but I'm going to incorporate and combine the two with my Darryl Fat 50 YouTube channel that you're watching right now, and let the fine folks over at the group know about this video as well. This is a video I've been wanting to do a long time. If you're a regular YouTube viewer of my channel, you know that I bring it up occasionally. If you are a person in the Phentermine Community Support Group, you're seeing that it's something that I bring up quite often. But that's how important it is to me, and something I want to express. As always, I tell people I'm not an expert in anything, but I can tell you from experience about this particular subject, and I would love for you to listen closely to this one. If you get anything out of any video I've ever done, other than just being another fat guy talking about losing weight, this is something I want you to get something out of, and it is in regard to attitude, okay? One of the hardest things we go through in life. Now, first off, I don't know who's watching this. You know, you could be a person, like I said, I'm a 50-year-old man who's been morbidly obese. I don't know what your situation is. It could be 100% the opposite of what I am, okay? You could be a female that just needs to lose a few pounds. Whatever your situation is, I'm going to speak to you of your mind and your habits. Your old habits that got you to where you are now and wanting to change. You have to change your attitude in order to achieve the goals that you want to do. Now I'm going to go to the extreme, and that's, well, hopefully you can still get something out of it if you're not quite where I'm at in life. But let's just say you're a person that's very overweight and you're very concerned about whatever system you're on, whatever you're doing. It doesn't have to be a pill. It doesn't have to be, you could be on a shake, you could be on high carb, low fat, you could be on low fat, high carb, you could be on eating calories, you could be on eating nothing but pixie dust. I don't know, whatever thing you're on, there's going to come a time where you achieve your goal and you're worried about what happens afterward. That's and that's also a hard part because you now have to maintain what you've been doing. But I want you to think of it this way. If you're training to ride a bike when you were a little kid, those training wheels came off and you had to maintain what you learned. And that's the same as with anything you're doing. I see so many people worried about what's going to happen before they even achieve their goal. As you go through, I'll use the phentermine for an example. Phentermine is a fantastic aid in suppression. Okay, I use it to this day. But there was a time that I stopped, and the reason I stopped was not. I'll give you a little insight. Someday I'll share more. It's very personal to me, and I'm still at the borderline crossing of what's my business and what's the world's when it comes to making videos. At one time, I was on a ton of pills for mental stuff, for physical things, for the blood clots in my lungs. I was on pills for some other things. And with all these pills, they were affecting my life in other areas. And I had to start playing a game of eliminating some pills to see if it improved other areas as a 50-year-old man. If you can get the gist of what I'm talking about. If not, that's cool, you don't have to. But what I'm saying is I stopped the phentermine, and I was still able to continue to lose weight, but my area that I was hoping would have improved did not improve. So that told me by process of elimination that that pill was not the problem. It was something else. And it actually ended up being the medication that I was taking for mental stuff. It started out on Prozac, and then I increased to venlafaxine because I was very depressed. I was having suicidal thoughts. So I've been there. So if there's no pain that you have felt that I haven't felt, okay? But we'll talk about, that's another subject. We'll get back to the, I was off the drug, but I still was able to maintain weight loss. So you ask me, well, how, Well, because of what I learned up to that point, okay? Just like that training wheels off of that bike. You have to change your attitude, but you have to learn along the way. People are so concerned about, well, what happens when I stop taking this shake? Or what happens when I stop taking this pill? Or what happens when I stop taking this thing? That isn't, those are aids. Everything you get is an aid. The surgery that people get and they lose all this weight, that is an aid. They still have the ability to eat the wrong stuff. They still have the ability to eat more than they should. They still have the ability not to exercise. But yet they continue to lose weight. And some don't. You will see some that have surgery and then they balloon right back up. Because they're not following, they're not using their discipline. Those are just aids. It doesn't mean the weight loss has to stop when you stop using whatever you were using. But you learn from it. When you take the phentermine pill, hopefully you're going to learn as you're not as hungry anymore that you are doing other activities. You're starting to be more physical. You're starting to find activities that you can do to lose weight or to enjoy life more and to be happier. When you are, with appetite suppressants, you have more time to think about doing other things, and you might take up a hobby, not even a physical hobby necessarily, but a hobby that you may not have done for years. Let's say it's painting or writing or something, and all of a sudden your body releases things like dopamine, which makes you feel better. You feel that all of a sudden your quality of life is better. Or maybe when it comes to physical things, maybe you never got your butt out of a chair or a couch. Maybe you're very obese like I was, and still am. But all of a sudden you don't mind picking up a soup can or something heavy, and even if in your chair and you start lifting it, it's something. And all of a sudden your stress levels start to come down. The cortisol that your body produces, which is a stress, something that produces from you having stress, starts to come down because you're exercising a little more, you're eating right, and that starts to burn the fat a little more, okay? But you need to change that attitude. It sounds so cliche, and it sounds so guru-ish, and it sounds so Anthony Robbins to, think positive, be positive, and it sounds very cliche, but it's true. You have to change the attitude. Don't worry about tomorrow. Live for today. Get up, get out, and do stuff. You can improve you. The only person you have to beat in life is the person that you were yesterday. Okay? I want a little bit more positivity from everyone who's reading this. And that includes myself, man. It's... The hardest part is getting up and starting. But once you're doing it, it's fun. I'm having a blast. And I'm just going to keep going. This journey doesn't have a destination. I'm 50 years old. When it comes to the end of my life, I just want to be the best looking person in the casket. I can see myself already laying in the casket. It's a little morbid, but actually I'm going to be cremated. But if I was in a casket, I'd be like in the casket. Thank you for calling. Nah, I'm just kidding. That was rude. I wouldn't do that. Listen, we got this. You got this. Steve and I you gotta have a little bit of fun. Anyways, shoplifters will be prosecuted. This place is getting ready to close. I had a good workout. Good hard bag workout. Oh, I didn't see that. Didn't even see it coming. You got this. Be positive. You can do this. You got this. We got this. Thank you. Please like. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends. Please you know, grab life by the horns and have some fun. Have a good one.